So in this video, I'm going to show you how I go about doing research for bathroom renovations in a specific geo targeted location. And why would you want to do geo targeted? Well, if you're going to be targeting a specific audience and that audience happens to buy within a geographic location, then you want to do that so that you can allocate your budget to these people specifically and you don't waste money on those that would never be able to buy from you anyway. So this is the quickest way to get the most bang for your buck, and we're going to show you how we go about doing that. So first thing you want to do is come to Google Trends, and you're going to want to type in your main keyword. In this case, it is bathroom renovations, and as you can see, Google suggested a topic, so we can do a search for a topic, or we can do a search term find. So we're going to go with search term for this example, and we're going to add another in a second. So basically, within Australia, the number of activity for the term bathroom renovation, as you can see it goes up and down, and it has a certain amount of activity. This is over a 24-hour period, so you can see from August 17th, 4:40 p.m. till today, and you can see roughly how many visits it's had across the whole of Australia. But if you wanted to dig deep, then you'd see that Northern Territory had the most amount of activity, and ACT at 65%, and then New South Wales 40, and Western Australia and Queensland. So that's a quick way for you to get an idea of what's happening in terms of what are people searching for, which locations seem to be getting the most activity, and so on and so forth. And then you can obviously click into that and go further into that city, and you can have a look at the surrounding areas as well. So this is sometimes not available. That's because there's not enough data. So you could open it up for maybe 90 days and see what it brings back. So over a 90-day period, we can see the activity that it's had over a I'd say that's a day-to-day basis. And I can see that bathroom remodeling is another keyword that Google seems to be telling me that keeps popping up. So I'll add that to the list. Remodeling. And this time we'll add the topic. So we can definitely see that there's a bit more activity when it comes to the topic of bathroom remodeling. And I'm just going to get out of Northern Territory and go back to Australia. And as I can see here, Tasmania had pretty equal share of interest in that space, 51 to 41%, 49%. Western Australia, and then we got NSW, ACT, and Queensland. And then you can see South Australia, Victoria, and Northern Territory. But in this instance, we're going to have a look at Queensland, see what we can find. And what we can see is over in the Gold Coast, that's had the most amount of activity for bathroom renovation and remodeling. Brisbane, Sunshine Coast, Cairns, and Townsville. So you can see that Townsville has had 100% activity, but mainly for bathroom remodeling as opposed to renovation. So that's important to note as well. So these are the keywords that Google seems to think is the most relevant. And we're just going to add another service here to see if kitchens might getting more attention somewhere else in some cities. So let's have a look at kitchen remodeling and see what we get. The topic itself. And we're going to go back to Australia. So as we can see here, again, Tasmania seems to be getting the most activity when it comes to bathrooms, and not so much for kitchens. Northern Territory is the same, bathrooms, not kitchens. Western Australia seems to be an equal share, 28%, 40%, 32%. South Australia, there seems to be a bit of an even level there. And NSW, what we got is 23, 45, and 32, and so on and so forth. So this is a great way for you to start getting an idea of what's happening in terms of the market. A lot of people seem to think, okay, well, we're on a recession at the moment. That means people are not spending, but by the looks of it, people seem to be spending um, just as well as they had 3 months ago, and so on and so forth. So you can open that up to maybe 12 months, and you can see the patterns. Where were they, say, August, September last year? Bathroom was at 100%. Kitchens were at 45. So let's go back to today. Around this time, bathrooms 36, remodeling's 82, and kitchens 52. So there's a slight variation, but nothing to be alarmed about. So really quickly, you can see from using Google Trends tool that we can get an idea of the cities, the states, and the keywords, and then Google gives us ideas as well as what's in breakout. What does that mean? Well, if there's a keyword that's been searched a lot, Google consider it a breakout and something for businesses to focus on. So it seems to think that bathroom renovations in Canberra is a breakout, small bathroom designs, and plumbing supplies near me. That's interesting. So if you can tie bathrooms and plumbing supplies, seems to be a correlation between the two. And of course, anyone that's looking for bathroom renovation cost, that seems to be taking off at the moment. So we'll just look into that for a moment. Yeah, there's definitely activity going on here, as you can see. This is over a 12-month period. Let's have a look at that over 90 days. And we can definitely see that the people are searching online looking for bathroom renovation costs. So if you were to target that keyword, then you'd be definitely getting in front of the right people. So there you have it. That's a quick way for us to identify what's going on in the marketplace. There's obviously a lot of data for you to work with here. So spend some time, look through it, and yeah, do the preparation work beforehand, because that definitely helps when launching a campaign and getting it off the ground. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching.